Okay, to be 100% honest with you, I haven't been awake very long at all, but I thought about this topic and it's something I'm pretty passionate about, so I decided to do one anyways. Um, I have notes for it that I wrote down, but now thinking about it, I think when you talk about love, it should be directly from your heart, so I'm not gonna use those. Um, the first thing I want to say is people who are saying I love you like a week into the relationship, you need to stop because you're really ruining something that should be very special. And when you say I love you to somebody a week in, it's not right, it's not fair, and you're telling a lie. You're starting a relationship off of a lie because when you love somebody, you really, really know, and it takes longer than a week of knowing them to know that. So, don't do that. To give you an example of what love would be is, let's say it's 3 o'clock in the morning, you have to work at 7 a.m., and your girlfriend or your boyfriend calls, and their dog is making a funny noise and they want you to come over and help them. If you love this person, you will gladly get dressed, drive over there. It doesn't matter if it's negative 20 degrees outside. You will drive through a blizzard. You will get there and you will tap the dog on the side a few times. It'll cough up probably a magnet or a Hot Wheel or something. And then her dog will be fine and you will be totally okay with doing it. You will be happy doing it because you made them happy. I doubt that a week into a relationship, if you love you, when you say you love them, you would be okay with doing that. And if you did do it, you would complain to your friends the next day and you would tell your story like you were some type of fucking hero. But that's not the case, and I see it more and more. I see I love you all the time when I know that it's so fucking stupid that you would even think that you love them at that point. When you love somebody, all you want to do is spend time with them. The rest of your world disappears and they're at the center of it. Okay? Everything, it's kind of like when you see on stage when everything goes black and then there's that one spotlight on that one person. Well, that's what love is, only with everybody. Everyone else goes dark and it's that one person. And it kills me how many people say that they love somebody and then they do terrible things to them. I fell in love at a very early age for the first time. I was 15, and people are going to tell you that you can't fall in love for real when you're 15. Well, you can tell them to fuck right off because you sure can, because I did. And I did everything for this person, and I did way more than I ever should have and put up with way more than I ever should have for this person. And I did it all because I was in love with them, and I got shit for even considering going back to them after what they had done. But when you love somebody, you look over it, and that's a problem too. I wanted to talk about is people that are in love right now. When the other person, I mean, you may be in love with them, but when this other person hurts you this many times, or they cheat on you, or they emotionally abuse you, because that's a real thing. Emotional abuse is a problem that I see a lot, usually towards females. Believe it or not, that was more of my case sometimes towards me. But usually towards females, I see like a relationship will have gone on for like a year and a half, and at this time I guess the guy has become bored with it and he just kind of talks to her like shit, like it doesn't really matter, and she puts up with it. Okay, listen to me for a second. I was with this person for 2.5 years. They slept with my best friend, I don't know how many times. I didn't ask. They betrayed me more than I can count. They turned every friend that I had almost at the time against me, and I still went back to them. take it from me right now. If you're doing anything even close to this, get out now. Because I finally couldn't do it anymore. The love was absolutely still there, but I just couldn't do it as a person anymore, and I couldn't emotionally take it anymore. So I left. I finally left, and it made me a lot happier to leave. I can't say that I'm happy being alone. No, I won't lie to you and say that I like being alone. I'm not going to lie about that. But do I like it more than the constant shit that I had to go through? Yes, I do. I can honestly say that I do like it more. And it's just, love is being so fabricated, and now in this generation, I hate to sound like I'm old and experienced, but in this generation it's being a lot, since we have such easy access to get to each other now. We didn't used to, but now, like, our parents leave us home alone and we have cars and stuff. It's being used a lot for sex and stuff like that. If you tell a girl or a guy that you love them, have sex with them, and then never, ever, ever speak to them again, you should be shot in the fucking face. Pretty much, you should be shot in the fucking face, and that should be the end of that. No, maybe not, maybe. Well, probably, actually, you probably should. But I hate how much it's being used now, and it's not real love. It isn't, because love is something that takes a lot to feel, and it takes a specific person to really utilize what love is. To me, above all else, it's the most powerful human emotion, and I know other people have said that, but I mean, that's something incredible. Fear makes you do crazy things, you know. Happiness makes you do great things with yourself. You have all the potential. Sadness makes you do terrible things, but love makes you do all three. So I really think it's the strongest emotion, and I really think it's the most abused emotion. And I'll look over at my computer right now, and I'll see a bunch of statuses about how much people love each other back and forth that have been dating for 3 weeks. And people that do that, you are ruining the meaning and the emotional backing that what love is. You ruin that by throwing it out there like it's nothing. Like, I can't say that you ruin the meaning for the rest of us. I can say you ruin the meaning in general, because people are just going to start saying it, and it's going to become one of those, it's almost going to become a goodbye to somebody, like, love you, like, and I don't want it to become that. I want it to be what it is. I'm a huge advocate of serious relationships, long-term commitment. Pick one girl, and that one girl's for you. I've tried that, and you see where I'm at right now, but hopefully you gotta keep trucking. When I pick a girl to date, I don't pick her because she's just attractive and that's who I want to associate myself with and physically be with for a few months. When I really sit down and I pick a girl to date, I pick her because I think that she would make a good wife someday. And maybe that's just me, and I hope that it isn't. I hope that more of you guys out there, and this guys is specifically to you, I hope that you can find that girl, and I hope that when you tell her the things that you tell her and the compliments that you give her, that she probably deserves, that you really believe that she's the one for you. And the whole compliments thing, we all joke about how crazy girls are and stuff, and how, you know, oh man, she's mad at me for no reason, I don't know what to do. But it's that's where the love part comes in. That's where you say, alright, she's mad at me for no reason, so I'm gonna go bring her roses to make up for the no reason. You know, I won't care to do that. If I'm in love with a girl and she gets mad at me for no reason, I'll apologize and suggest we go out on a date to make up for it, and I'll never once ask what I did, because I don't care. I just don't. I don't care about stuff like that. I don't care if I woke up one day and she slapped me in the face and left and said, "What, you didn't hang out with me enough last night." Or then I would guarantee her that she would get the most time I've ever spent with anyone for the next month. Because that's what love does. It makes you want to do these things. Love isn't a burden, and I'm tired of people saying love sucks. Love doesn't suck. People suck. People that ruin love sucks. Okay, love itself is the most beautiful thing that humanity has left. Look around you. There's war. And again, I sound like an old experienced person, and I'm not, but there's war and there's poverty. There's government now that's saying that we could be kept in a military prison if they wanted to. And the only connections that we have left as humans that we can all share and anyone can share is love. So I just wish that we wouldn't abuse it as much. And I don't care who you like now or who you used to like or who you're going to like in the future. Treat them right.